Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am unfortunately sick. I've been sick all week and I'm finally feeling a little bit better today. I think it is time for me to get my life back together and do a little bit of a productive writing vlog. I wanted to take you guys along with me. So grab some coffee, grab some tea. If you're new here, my name is Sophia. I'm currently in the process of drafting my debut novel, Project Heat. It is a new adult contemporary rom-com with all of your favorite tropes and just amazing vibes. I'm currently 14,569 words in, which is crazy to say. I'm so close to hitting 20K words. So this vlog is going to be me not only getting my life back together after being sick all week, but also going to be me hopefully hitting 20K words and maybe even a little bit more if I'm feeling a little crazy. So let's get into it. So unfortunately, what they say is true. Getting up and taking care of yourself when you don't feel good does work. I am really hungry and I'm gonna make lunch in a little bit, but I wanted to talk for a few minutes about a little struggle I've been having because I'm curious to know if my other writer girlies and guys have experienced this. I felt super connected to the name that I picked for my male main character when I started writing this book. And like the past couple of days, I think I've just been feeling disconnected from the character and I couldn't really figure out why because I mean, it's a well-rounded character. Like I really put a lot of time and effort into like planning his backstory and his characteristics and his blah, blah, blah. I realized that his name just like doesn't work. And I just don't even know how to explain that because it doesn't even really fully make sense to me. If you're a writer, I guess you just kind of get it. And honestly, there are even books that I've read where like the character's name just like is not right. Like it just doesn't feel like their name. On the other hand, I am crazy. And anytime I'm writing anything, whether it's like a short story that I used to write back in high school and college, or like this entire project, I tend to go like really crazy when it comes to my characters' names. Like I just like can't decide in the beginning of the project, and when I pick it, like I force myself to stick with it. But something about this character's name is just not sitting right with me. And so I spent like an hour this morning, and that is how I knew that I was like going deep into the rabbit hole. I spent like almost an hour trying to like brainstorm different names for the character and like see what felt like a fit. And as I'm talking about this, I realized that maybe I didn't quite nail it on the head because I still feel a little bit iffy about it. I think I like reworked it and feel better about it, but I'm not 100% sure. But let me know in the comments below if anybody else experiences this where you just like the further that your story develops, your character just like their name needs a change. And I don't feel like his name needs a full overhaul. Like it's just, I don't know. Like I don't want to like give away too much, or maybe I should. I really don't know. That's another thing. Like for people who are going to pursue traditional publishing, I just don't know how much I should and shouldn't share about my story. So if you're an author tuber, especially, I would love to hear your take on that. Like I said, I think in my last video or in the second episode of the podcast, I talked about how I want to pursue traditional publishing for this novel, and I just like have no idea what I should and shouldn't be sharing about my book in my videos and my content outside of, you know, the genre and everything. So I would love to hear other people's opinions on that. I was also just listening to First Time Caller, and it's so good. I'm on chapter 3 already. I just started it this morning. So good. I'm so excited to read that. I've been looking forward to that coming out for the longest time now. So I think I'm gonna make lunch, listen to that, and just get some writing done. I feel like as I continue writing, hopefully I will get a feel for whether or not I made the right decision about the character's name. I mean, sorry to keep talking about it, but it's just so important because it's my male love interest. He's my male main character, and this is a dual POV story. I'm finishing up chapter 9, which is in the girl's perspective, the girl's POV, and then I need to obviously write in his POV. So hopefully once I get back into like his brain and his world and I start writing the next chapter today, I am hoping that I will know whether or not I made the right choice. I am currently at 14,670 words, which is crazy. As you guys know, I'm trying to finish my full first draft by April 1st. I'm definitely rather behind on that goal, to be quite honest. Now that I'm actually like really in the depths of writing, I think my routine and my challenges that I have coming up, hint hint, will help me to really fly through this. I'm gonna shut up because I've been talking for too long, and I'm going to go make my girl lunch and do some writing. I'm writing chapter 10 right now, and I have been dying to write this chapter because there is just like a scene that happens in this chapter. It's just so chef's kiss. It was probably one of the first scenes that I like thought of or like created or whatever when I first started planning out this story, and so I've just been like waiting to write it. I mean, like, if you are a writer, you know, like there's always like those few scenes where you're like, you just can't wait to get to them. And for me, this is like the first like super exciting one that I've gone to. Obviously the rest has been great, but that was a lot of like setup and building, and this is like a forced proximity scene, and there's just so much tension, and there's kind of like a little bit of a turning point for their relationship, but then it just kind of like falls back apart. Like, oh, it's just so good. I'm like literally having a blast writing this. So I just had to pop in and say that. I may or may not continue writing tonight. I'm gonna make dinner in a little while, so we'll see. But 20,000 words it's right around the corner. Like, it could potentially be happening tonight. Like, I really don't know. So I'm really excited, and I think it's definitely gonna happen in the next chapter for sure. Like, it's inevitable. So I'm really excited, and the scene that I'm writing is gonna like continue to go into the next chapter too. So it's just gonna be so fun. I'm so excited. Like, I'm just having so much fun writing this. Like, it's just coming to life. Anyway, I'm gonna continue. Good morning, you guys. I unfortunately don't feel much better today, but I'm doing my best. I washed my face, did my whole like morning routine, did my hair a little bit, put on something that is not like fully pajamas. So it's a win in my book. Yesterday, I ended up hitting 17,150 words. So I think I wrote like almost 3,000 yesterday. However, in the time that I could not sleep last night, which was numerous hours, thanks to my Ring camera going off a million times from a piece of cardboard blowing in the wind in my backyard, I have been itching to finish writing this. I'm loving the sunlight that is coming into my office today. It's been kind of gloomy here in New Jersey for most of the week, so this is really nice, and I think I'm gonna just kind of have my windows open and get comfortable at my desk. I've been mostly on the couch for the week, so I'm trying to be productive like we talked about. We're taking little baby steps of productivity. So I'm gonna get comfortable and like set up my desk a little bit, clear that, make some tea, turn my little light on, maybe put some music on, and just like have a vibe going. I love working in here because I write on this screen and then I have my computer open over here with like my Pinterest board up, and like I can play music, and it's such a vibe. So, and I'm really excited to finish this scene, and I just feel like it's just kicking off like a big chain of events for my main characters, and I'm starting to be able to write just a little bit more of like those romantic scenes and like the little glances and like touches between them, and like it's just like getting to like the really good parts of creating that tension, which I love writing. So I'm really excited, and yeah, I think I'm gonna make some tea and get into it. Okay guys, I was so zoned in. I literally forgot to eat lunch. I forgot to eat lunch. I've literally just been sitting here writing for like, I genuinely do not even know how long, but I hit 20K words. I'm at 20,626. So, and I actually like perfectly rounded off the first act like around that point. So I'm so excited to start writing the second act. It's obviously going to be the longest. There's going to be like a first and second part of act 2. I think it's just so special to keep having these big milestones documented. And I think in the beginning of the year when I really started posting more on this channel, I was kind of nervous that I would have like zero traction and I would feel like it was like a waste of time to like document this and share this, but it's literally been like a little over a month of doing this, of being on YouTube and like sharing content about my writing journey, and I have already made a couple of author friends and I'm getting so much support and I just really appreciate it. It's just really special. And I've posted obviously on social media for many years now. I'm a social media manager, so of course I do it for my clients as well, but for myself, I think finally like sticking with the thing that matters the most to me and is just like my true passion and sharing that and talking about that, I think you guys really see that. So I really appreciate that, because I think there's been a lot of times, and I talked about this on Annotations, my podcast, when I was kind of talking about how I was nervous to make this pivot for my content. I mean, girl, like it's not like I have a crazy following, but still it's a little bit nerve-wracking. And I posted primarily about my job as a social media manager on my personal accounts too. So I was really nervous to kind of start sharing more about this side of my life and this new journey that I'm going on. And to have that support and excitement and community forming and developing right away, like when I've just barely started sharing this, is really reassuring and really warms my heart. So I just had to say thank you for that. And yeah, I just like, this is such a wholesome day. I'm like still sniffling and sneezed like a million times, but I'm starting to feel a little bit better. And I think just being able to sit down and like chill out and do something that I enjoy and that is relaxing to me has been really helpful for feeling better today. So I think that is going to be all for this vlog. I feel like despite being sick, I was very productive and started to get my stuff together. I do have a lot of laundry to fold after this, but at least I can live in peace knowing that I hit my writing goal for the week, and I am definitely more than back on track for finishing the draft. I am going to be traveling next week, like I said, so I'm going to have lots of travel time to spend writing, which is what I'll be doing on the plane, on everything, and I'm excited to share some of that trip with you guys. So yeah, lots of fun stuff coming. This was definitely not the video that I planned to upload this week, but hopefully you enjoyed it and you were able to get some stuff done with me, because if you're anything like me, you probably didn't have a great week, and it's time for you to be a little bit productive and end the week on a high note, and that is what we did here today. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next Friday.